Hi friends, it's Mrs. Paddock again. It is Tuesday, April the 7th. I have a story today about a kid who wants to be an architect when he grows up. His name is Iggy Peck, and it's a story about his, I guess, his love of architecture, right? I know a lot of your parents have sent me your drawings of what you want to be when you grow up. You guys have done a great job on that. I've really enjoyed seeing them. I know we have Abby and Mia. Both of them want to be moms when they grow up. Abby wants to be a teacher as well, just like her own mom, right? That's pretty awesome. El Naughton, we talked about this before. He wants to be an engineer. Oh my goodness, you're going to be a great engineer, El Naughton. We've got a couple of people who want to be vets. Gurman and Mahider want to be vets when they grow up. Maybe you can look after my my new puppy Charlie, right? That would be pretty cool. We've got a couple of kids who want to be artists and painters. Haley wants to be an artist, and Lauren, she wants to be a painter. My goodness, you guys can do, lots of stuff for me, because I always love getting, new pieces of artwork and things like that. We've got a couple of, we've got a princess as well. Isabella, for sure, you're going to be a great princess. I would love to see some of the jewels and stuff like that, your crown and tiaras and things like that, right? Jiyu, she's going to be a doctor when she grows up. Maybe you'll be my doctor, Jiyu. Hey, that would be awesome. And Sarah wants to be a police officer. I think that would be such an amazing job, Sarah. I think you're going to be a great police officer. Maybe you'll get, a dog. Sometimes police officers have a service dog to help them. Wouldn't that be cool? There's also police officers that ride around on horses as well. Others, of course, drive in cars. Motorcycles, bikes even, right? They get around different ways, police officers. But Sarah, I do think you're going to be an amazing police officer. And so thank you very much for sending in all those that artwork. You guys did a great job, and I know you're going to be great at any profession that you guys do. So I do have our story, and it is about a boy named Iggy Peck, and he wants to be an architect. So I hope you enjoy our story. There we go. Young Iggy Peck is an architect and has been since he was 2, when he built a great tower in only an hour with nothing but diapers and glue. Can you imagine that he built that with just diapers and glue? How cool is that? I hope they're clean diapers though, eh? Good gracious, Ignatius, his mother exclaimed. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. But her smile faded fast as a light wind blew past, and she realized those diapers weren't clean. Oh dear, they're full of poop, I'm sure. Ignatius, my son, what on earth have you done? That's disgusting and nasty. It stinks. Oh, I bet he's sad now. But Iggy was gone. He was out on the lawn using dirt clods to build a great sphinx. Look at this. That's amazing, with just dirt, eh? When Iggy was 3, his parents could see his unusual passion would stay. He built churches and chapels from peaches and apples, and temples from modeling clay. That is very creative, eh? At dinner one night, to his father's delight, Iggy got a bright gleam in his eye, and out on the porch built the St. Louis arch from pancakes and coconut pie. That looks delicious. Look at that arch, right? Dear Ig had it made until 2nd grade, when his teacher was Miss Lila Greer. On the very first day, she had this to say: "We do not talk of buildings in here. Gothic or Romanesque, I couldn't care less about buildings, ancient or new." She said in her lecture about architecture that it had no place in grade 2. That's not very good, eh? That might seem severe, but she was sincere, for when she was no more than 7, she had a great fright at a dizzying height in a building so tall it scraped heaven. On an architecture's tour of the 95th floor, young Lila got lost from the group. There she is, lost. She was found 2 days later in a stuck elevator eating cheese with a French circus troupe. After that day, it's quite safe to say she thought all building lovers were nuts. As a teacher, she taught that, above all, one ought to avoid them. No ifs, ands, or buts. As you might guess, it would cause Iggy stress to hear such terrible talk. But he didn't hear. He sat in the rear while building a castle of chalk. He made this all out of chalk. Isn't that impressive? You, Iggy Peck, your desk is a wreck. Tear down that castle right now. You will not build in here. Is that perfectly clear? Do you need to see Principal Howe? No, ma'am, Iggy said, and he lowered his head and his heart sank down to the floor. With no chance to build, his interest was killed. Now second grade was a bore. Aw, poor Iggy, eh? So sad. After 12 long days that passed in a haze of reading, writing, and arithmetic, Miss Greer took the class to Blue River Pass for a hike and an old-fashioned picnic. A nice field trip, eh? They crossed an old trestle to a small island nestled in the heart of a burbling stream. But they no sooner passed than the footbridge collapsed and Miss Lila Greer started to scream. We're trapped here! Oh my! Alas, kids, goodbye! Her eyeballs rolled back to her head. She dropped to the ground with a vague groaning sound. Luckily, she fainted, and she was not dead. The class was amazed. They stood there quite dazed, uncertain of what they should do. But one bright young man was off hatching a plan which started with Miss Lila Shoe. Soon each lad and lass there at Blue River Pass was working together as one. So they're obviously gonna build something, aren't they? And when she came to, Miss Lila Greer knew that something quite brave had been done. Wow! She looked in the air and saw hanging there a structure with cables and braces, and on the far side, beaming with pride, were 17 smiling young faces. Look at them all. They all went across this bridge they made. Boots, tree roots, and string, fruit roll-ups and things, some of which one should not mention, were stretched ridge to ridge in a glorious bridge dangling from shoestring suspension. Look how amazing that bridge is. There's even underwear at the top. That's pretty silly, isn't it? It all became clear to Miss Lila Greer as she crossed that bridge over the stream. There are worse things to do when you're in grade 2 than to spend your time building a dream. Now every week at Blue River Creek Elementary in 2nd grade, all the school kids can hear, along with Miss Greer, how the world's greatest buildings were made. The weekly guest speaker, in t-shirt and sneakers, talks of buildings from Rome to Quebec. Of course, he's the guy who builds towers from pie, that brilliant young man, Iggy Peck. So there you go. So now Iggy Peck is teaching them all about architecture, right? That is really quite impressive. So boys and girls, I hope you have a great night. I miss you all and I love you all and I hope you have a good one and I hope you had a great day as well today, okay? We'll talk to you soon, my friends. See you later. Bye-bye.